Hey ladies, hold on. Probably should have did that before I start the video. Ooh, excuse me, I just got done stuffing my face. I'm gonna attempt to make this video one more time. Every time I make it, somebody calls, or the first time my battery died, that was on me. Then the second time I ran out of room on my phone, and the third time somebody called. Okay. I don't even remember what I was talking about. So I made 2 videos. I sound like a robot to myself. I made 2 videos before this one, a couple weeks ago or a couple days. Can't remember how long ago it was, but it was a while back. But I didn't post it because I felt fat. Oh, my scalp is killing me. I did not post them because I felt super fat. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't feel pretty. And if you haven't, I'm at 17 weeks. If you haven't reached, this stage, or if you haven't been pregnant yet, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. So a lot of people are just like, oh my God, you're pregnant. You're not fat, da, da, da. But there's a stage that you go through when you first get pregnant. You start gaining all this weight. Your clothes don't fit, but the bump really isn't there. And the bump is, it just hasn't formed yet. So, mentally that you're pregnant, but looking at yourself, you're just like, I don't look pregnant. So you kind of feel fat and you don't feel pregnant. Well, at least that's for me. I know every woman is different. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's just for me. I'm not sure if any other woman felt like that, but there is a stage that you go through where your clothes are starting to get a little snug, and the bump really isn't there. So my bump is here. It's in full effect. My stomach is hard. Sorry. My stomach is hard. So now I feel pregnant. I look pregnant. And I can make videos, and I can go outside. I can go outside with confidence and say, hey, yeah, I am pregnant. It's not just fat. So that's been my life, and that's why I have not posted videos. My last video, I had a headache. I wasn't feeling good. I went to the doctor, got a stress test. And it came back positive. I did have I did have headaches due to stress. I know sometimes women get a lot of migraine headaches because of hormone overload, but that was not me. I have been dealing with some things at work, some discrimination things at work, and it's been going on for a couple months, and it had finally gotten to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. Myself and 2 other young ladies had to go ahead and go a step above and take it to HR. They didn't really solve the issue. They put a Band-Aid over it. But I'm fine with that because once I give birth, I'm going to be at home mom. So there's no need in me putting more stress on myself if I know the end result. I won't be there to deal with it anyway. And I have a countdown, so there's no need in me harping on anything, and I know what my end result will be. Sometimes you just have to look at the bigger picture and just take that Band-Aid and suck it up until you get to that final goal, and that's what I'm doing. So they think I'm coming back, but I ain't coming back. And if they're watching this, then oh well, they can't fire me because I'm pregnant, because then they would get sued. And yeah. So, and I do all my work, so I really have nothing else against me. But anyway, whatever. They'll find out sooner rather than later when I don't come back. I'm obviously still a little bitter. So No more stressing for me. Everything else from here until delivery, even after delivery, I'm just gonna let everything roll off my shoulder. Smile and nod and say okay. Oh, excuse me. I said I wasn't gonna do a gender reveal, party, but I've decided to do a gender reveal dinner. It was going to be with just me and my husband, but after talking to some girlfriends, we decided to invite 10 people, well, 8 people, because it'll be us too, so it'll be 10 of us all together at a place here in Charlotte called Mickey and Mooch. Excuse me. So we find out May 11th, which is a week from today. And that Saturday, we're going to go to dinner. So I'll let everybody know what we're having on Saturday. I'm super excited. I know I told everybody about the baking soda test that I took that indicated that it was a boy. And the Mayan calendar indicated that it was a boy. But I'm starting to think it's a girl. Because usually, for the most part, women that want something so bad, like I want a girl, ends up a boy and vice versa. So I feel like because I want a boy so bad, it's going to be a girl, which I'm fine with anyway. As long as the baby is super healthy, I really don't care what it is. And I wouldn't mind a little mini me running around. I'm an awesome person, so it'd be an awesome thing to have a little mini me running around. So my house is currently in a war zone right now. We're getting ready to move to a 2-bedroom apartment, which is like 3 or 4 doors down from where we are now. Don't judge my life. But financially, it just made sense to not rush into a house. My husband's job and my job, which obviously it won't matter, but my husband's job, he can walk to work. In a car, it's about a 3-minute drive, if that. So it just makes sense to, kind of hold off. And then with the expenses of IVF and stuff like that, I mean, insurance will take care of it, but you always have the co-pays. So with the expenses of IVF, it just financially makes sense for us to rent an apartment for another year and hopefully buy our first home next year. But again, that is a big decision that you never want to rush into as far as buying a home. But God will work it out, and whenever it's time for us to close on a house, it's gonna happen. So what else? I'm gonna show you ladies my bump today. There was something else that I've mentioned in my other video. See, that's what happens when you get interrupted. So I'm getting ready to do a registry. Well, starting next week after I find out what it is, I'm going to start on my registry, my baby shower registry. I don't really know exactly what to get, other than the basics, diapers, bottles, blankets, onesies, all the other stuff. I don't really know the best brands. If anybody has any advice, I've read up on some of the things. Hold on. I've read up on some things, like the Tommy Tippy bottle. A lot of people say it's good. There are mixed reviews on Avent bottles, or Avent, however you say it. But, any advice would help as far as bottles, diapers. I'm not getting Luvs, so, no offense to anyone who uses Luvs, but just don't advise me to use Luvs because I'm not going to use it. And, yeah, so I don't want you to waste your time. Not trying to sound mean, but I don't want you to waste your time telling me, oh, Luvs is great, because I'm not using Luvs. I've heard way too many terrible things about Luvs. How they, they don't hold as much pee. Sometimes it leaks through the baby. Like, it's just so many bad stories. I have not heard not one good review about Luvs. Whether I was asking a family member, read it online, or whatever the case may be. So Luvs is out of the question. I heard Pampers Swaddlers was good for boys. But, you know, anything other than that, what are the best wipes? Has anybody tried to make their own wipes? Has anybody used cloth diapers? I mean, just any little bit of advice that you can give me so I know what exactly to put on my registry. I am thinking about making my own diaper wipes. I don't think I really want to do cloth unless somebody gives me a good reason. Because I don't really know how I would feel about the cloth diapers, you know, washing them, especially if there's poo on them. Let's put that in a box with Luvs. I'm not using cloth diapers, so if you use cloth diapers, don't waste your time telling me about cloth diapers, because, no. We're going to put that in a box with Luvs. But I am considering making my own wipes. And the reason being is because there are so many chemicals in baby wipes. And if it's a girl, I'm 90% sure I'm going to use my own wipes. I'm going to make my wipes. And you can YouTube any videos. They'll show you how to make them. But they said with the girls, you tend to get more diaper rash and some girls get yeast infections. And I didn't even know babies could really get that. But some of them get yeast infections because of the chemicals that they use in baby wipes. So, yeah. What else? You know, just any tips, you know, what do I need to put on my registry? Like, where do I start? What else? I think that's it. I think I can show you ladies my bump and then I can dip, because I need to clean this house and pack a couple more boxes, because I don't have that much longer to go. Whoa, hello. I guess I gotta plug my phone back in. Guess I don't have enough battery. Oh, and I don't have any stretch marks yet. Thank God. I've been using Cetaphil lotion and this good stuff that I got from my job. I work at a magazine company, and sometimes the advertisers in magazines, they'll send us stuff. So they sent me this right on time. But here's my bump. Uh-oh, sorry. Bump is here. It did not look like this, and I was not feeling pretty, but bump is definitely here. There we are from the front. No stretch marks, but I do have a big line. I used to have my belly button pierced, but, you know, I grew up. Yeah. And these have already been here, so don't judge my life. So, that's baby. Hope you ladies enjoyed this video. I finally made it to the end. Talk to you later. Bye.